saying hello. I am your host on the River District podcast, Viveca Gravel, Community Development Coordinator for the City of Owen Sound. I am here with Sumit and Subit from Sabitri's Global Cuisine, and they're here to talk a little bit about their cuisine, the restaurant, what they've got going on, and so we can all just learn a little bit more. I literally ordered dinner there last night, so it's not uncommon. So we're going to tell our viewers and our listeners what you have going on, who you are, and all of that really great River District stuff. So welcome, introduce yourselves, and tell us a little bit.
Thank you. I am Sumit Paudyal.
And I'm Subit Paudyal.
And we manage Sabitri's Global Cuisine, which is owned by my father.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Good to know.
Yes.
And he is the one in the kitchen, right?
He is the one in the kitchen, correct?
He's the master.
Yeah, he's the one with magic hands.
No, he's a sweetheart. That's for sure. So you guys took over the restaurant fairly recently in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that story. What brought you to Owen Sound? Why the restaurant business? And what you're doing. Just get into it.
Okay, so a little bit of a backstory. My father has been cooking for about 16, 17 years now. And he's always had this idea of wanting to own a restaurant. So what he actually did was he would work at a restaurant for 2-3 years. And he would leave that and he would move on to a different restaurant. And he would work there for 2-3 years, so on and so forth.
To learn different cuisines and
yeah, just to get his secrets on and all over from all over the restaurant.
Sure.
You know, that's what he did. And then here in Owen Sound, Sabitri's was actually ran by my aunt, and it is her name, Sabitri.
Right.
She was looking to get out, and we had been looking to open up a restaurant ever since pandemic kind of hit. I guess you have to be bold when everyone's scared. So
I love that.
Yeah, so that's the strategy we went with, and it just so happened that she was looking to get out, and we were looking to get in, and we struck a deal.
No, that's awesome. And
Thank you.
We're glad to have you here, and we couldn't be happier that the restaurant stayed open.
Yes.
For myself. I'm selfish like that, but for everybody else who hasn't yet had a chance to try your restaurant and the cuisine and all that kind of stuff, what are you guys cooking up?
So what we do is we do home-based, healthier version of Nepalese and Indian food.
Okay.
And then we also have a scale on your heat. I know that everybody thinks spicy food whenever everybody's thinking about Indian and Nepalese food.
Yeah.
And we wanted to kind of make it easier that everyone gets to enjoy it. We have things from sweet curry to really spicy curry. And we also have a scale 1 to 10, 10 being really, really spicy and 1 being no spice whatsoever. You know, you can choose something according to your taste and your liking.
Yeah, I'm about a 2.
You're about a 2. I'm about a 5 on a good day.
That's fair. I share with my 2-year-old daughter, who I'm going to use as an excuse as to why I do that.
That is the reason why you are 2.
That's exactly why I'm a reason of 2. Not that I'm a huge baby.
Yeah,
myself.
we'll just let it. We'll just blame it on the baby.
Absolutely. So tell us a couple of your main dishes that people come in. You guys have a huge vegetarian menu.
Yeah.
Correct. So we have gluten-free options. We have vegan-friendly options. We also have vegetarian options, and then of course the meat options for people that like the meat as well.
So tell us about a couple of dishes that are your best sellers.
I think butter chicken
would be the most selling item.
Yeah, it's funny how it works. So there's butter chicken that we sell the most, but lately we have also been picking up a lot on vindaloo, which is
a little bit more spicier.
Yeah.
Curry based sauce.
So we have butter chicken, which is like sweet, creamy, thick,
delicious,
a bit nutty as well because of the cashews in it, and then we have the vindaloo, which is supposed to be enjoyed really, really spicy.
Okay.
And now it's really fun to see that, we are selling butter chicken a lot, and then on a complete different spectrum, which is like a spicy food. Okay. We're selling the vindaloo a lot as well.
All right, so if I've got a spice lover in my life, vindaloo
would be something.
The dish that I should go for.
Correct. I highly recommend that.
To go.
Okay, and what kind of additions to vindaloo is there? Is there chicken vindaloo?
So we have 3 options on vindaloo. We have the chicken, the beef, and the lamb.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, and then we have fresh made naans that are made per your order.
You have fresh everything. Okay, yeah. Let's just talk about that for a second.
Right.
Every single thing in your kitchen is made fresh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My dad does work really hard. I don't see myself working that hard, but he's
He wakes up at like 6 in the morning,
And then
goes to
he's
bed
just-
around like 12.
yeah,
He's always there.
he's there.
So let's talk about the naan. It's
Right.
made traditionally.
It is made traditionally. Yes, we do have the clay oven for it.
It's so cool.
It is pretty incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's
Super dangerous.
hot.
It's super hot.
Super hot.
You can burn the hairs off your thing if you try to put your knife
Yeah,
there.
so I tried it once, and my hair, boom, gone.
Yeah, your dad's arms smooth as a baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does. I feel like he has some magic portions that he just puts on every night before he goes to bed.
Well, it's like that with like mom hands and grandma hands and people who cook a lot. They can just basically take a hot pan out of the oven with their bare hands, and you're like, I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, I don't know how he does half the things.
Yeah. He has magical powers, I think. Probably.
I think as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk really quickly about pakora.
Yes.
Because I love it so much.
Yes. What about it?
What is it?
So it's a gluten-free option that we have in our appetizers.
Yeah.
It's basically made with spinach and onions
Okay.
mixed in a chickpea batter, and we deep fry it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we do make it a bit differently. We don't really put it with other stuff that are not gluten free.
Okay, yeah. So just maintain it the gluten free.
Correct. So
Yeah.
we, from coming here and opening up a restaurant, we have realized that so many people have different health
Absolutely.
issues.
And I mean, they're good enough. They're the best
Thanks,
ever. Just as gluten free. So don't mess with perfection.
Exactly. No, we don't want to touch something that's
No,
working, so.
absolutely, absolutely. So that's one of my favorites. I normally order, fries, which I like to dip in my butter chicken.
Yes, can't
or
complain.
curry, pakora, and then of course the momos are very popular as
Yes,
well.
dumplings, momos.
Yes.
They are really popular in Nepal, especially. It's almost like a burger or pizza joints here.
Okay.
Every block you go to, you will find a new momo
So would that
joint
be
there.
like
Yeah.
your late night eats?
Oh, late night, early morning, whenever you're hungry, kind of a
It
thing.
could be any of your meals. It could be
Yeah.
a breakfast, it could be a lunch, it could be a dinner, or
Yeah.
it could even be a late night snack.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a bit younger and when I was in Nepal, I would steal my mom's money and go to the market and get some momos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a very troubled child, so I was always doing shenanigans like that.
I think we all did things. Stole it for like the ice cream truck or, a hot dog or whatever. And in your case, momos.
Yeah, the momos were it.
Yeah.
Momos is what made me go crazy.
I wouldn't say you're crazy. I think you're great. So tell me a little bit how the menu, or if the menu has changed at all since you guys took it over about, a year ago now?
Just over a year now. I think we were here right before the summer.
We were here towards beginning of June, mid of June, so
Yeah.
we just have been in business for a little over a year now.
Yeah,
But the menu had changed. My aunt, what she did, I think she did a global aspect of things. So she would make wings, she made steaks, and
Sure.
she made a few other things as well. But when we took over, because my dad has only been working in Indian and Nepalese restaurant, we wanted to kind of, I guess, make it more niche towards that
Yeah,
culture
condense
as well.
it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then we ate out a lot, as you can tell, in Mississauga and the GTA area. We ate out a lot, and then we would mostly go to Indian restaurants because of the culture.
Of course.
Especially like my parents liking that food a lot. And we always found that there are a lot of grease, a lot of oil,
A lot of spices.
a lot of spices on like your Indian food you would eat out at the restaurants. And we wanted to shy away from that, and we wanted to create a healthier homemade type of a cuisine, right?
Yeah.
And we get to do that here, which is really, really, really awesome, and that helps as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can taste the love in the food, and it's authentic, and it's just so wholesome and so wonderful.
We try our best. We try our best.
I might be your biggest fan. That's awesome. So you're talking about being in Mississauga,
Correct.
but also being in Nepal. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your story and how you got to Owen Sound and in the River District?
So I think it was mainly, we were looking for a restaurant for a very long time. I think 5 years now. But when pandemic happened, I think we came to a conclusion that if it doesn't happen now,
it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
Sure, but you were in Mississauga before.
We were in Mississauga at that
and
time.
then
Correct.
prior to that, you were in Nepal.
Nepal. Yeah, we're 30. Like, we've been here for about 16 years.
Okay.
So it is a very long time. And then my brother actually, he comes from an accounting background, and then I come from finance background.
Okay, so drop everything and open a restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. Like, especially in the middle of pandemic,
Absolutely.
right? What can go wrong?
I used to work for Scotiabank. I'm just like, you know what? I quit. I'm gonna go work in my own business.
Well, I mean, that is the one thing about being an entrepreneur. You
Yeah.
are working for yourself, and you get to make the decisions and that kind of stuff. And I mean, it's always good to have a finance background when you're starting a business.
It's good.
That's definitely a benefit.
Correct. And like, I think having my father there helps the most, because if he is the bread and butter of the business, I don't think we do anything other than talk to people and just take orders. You know, I think my dad is.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, this wouldn't be here without him.
Yeah, and I mean, anytime you go in there, he's in the kitchen, and you can always say hello and all of those kinds of things.
Yeah, so we also wanted to keep the concept of a kitchen a bit different. I know usually in normal settings, kitchens are closed. We wanted to kind of keep an open space so people can actually go and speak to my father as well. Yeah. Like, working with the family, we didn't want to feel like we are in a complete different, room, being in the kitchen. You know, we wanted to be a part of outside as well as the inside. Yeah. And I think you even experienced that when you came. We showed you how he makes your naan bread.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's stuff like that, I think, is what kind of also sets us apart.
Yeah. Well, and you have absolutely nothing to hide in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's no question.
Yeah.
You see the guy in there who's cooking away and putting his heart and soul into it, and it definitely translates to the food, that's for sure. So what do you have planned for the future?
Currently, we're working on our logo. So there's
going to be a little bit of a brand change.
Yes. We want to take it more niche. We changed the inside of it. We did change the coloring of it, the seating of it. Now we would love to change the outside look of it as well. Okay. And slowly start becoming more presence online.
Right.
I think everything in the world is going online, and
you guys do some great stuff on Facebook.
We haven't been lately.
Well, don't admit it.
but we do plan on creating the online presence, maybe even work on our website.
Yeah, I want to see you guys on Instagram too.
Yeah, we would eventually do that. We're also looking into creating a system where you can just order from our website as well. Okay. I know there are people in the world that don't really like talking to people, and who just, we get to hear that a lot. Yeah. And people, and there's always skip the dishes, but sure, I think people would love to just support us. Rather than order from a different company as well. Yeah, of course. So these are the ventures that we are kind of looking into. We don't want to promise too much. Sure. But we were thinking of trying something new in the winter, but I guess we'll just find out when we get there. Ooh, secrets. Yeah. Yeah, a little taste of the future, but not too much. Not too much, right? Not too much. You're just going to have to keep coming back to learn more, I guess. Yeah, and then boom, one day we'll be there. That's awesome. So, I mean, you guys have a bit of a patio out during the summer. Correct. Which is great. During the hottest street sale, you guys did kind of grab and go options from that space. Correct. Which I think worked out really beautifully. Oh, it worked out. We did not expect that craziness. Yeah, I have to be honest. We were taking it we were taking it a bit easy. We woke up at 8, got things ready for 10, but no, we were so late. We should have woken up at 4 a.m. and gotten things ready. Next year it'll be that's for sure. Okay, well, we are just about out of time here, so I'm just going to invite you guys to tell us how we can get a hold of you. How do we order food? Where are you located specifically? What's your address? What's your social media handle on Facebook? And what's your website address? Perfect. So we are located at 941 2nd Avenue East, which is just beside Heartwood Concert Hall. Okay. And our phone number where you can reach us or where you can place an order is 519-376-7212. You can also order through Skip the Dishes, but we prefer you call us. Okay. It's better for you, the individual that's ordering, also us. Our website is sabitris.com as well. You can just check everything online. All our menus are there. All our prices are there. And if you ever have questions about any kind of food, or if you would like a recommendation, you could just call us at the restaurant, and we are more than happy to answer all your questions. We love questions.
You guys are great and so welcoming. And thank you so much for coming in today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us. This is a huge pleasure sitting here and talking.
Thank you. So I am your host, Viveca Gravel, Community Development Coordinator for the City of Owen Sound and the River District, signing off from this time. You can find us on our socials at River District OS, and of course on our website at owensoundriverdistrict.ca. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.